Time Walk with me.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Time Walk with me. Today we're looking at another simple deck commanded by Raggadragga, Goreguts' boss. The basic idea of this deck is to have a ton of mana-producing creatures that are pumped up by Raggadragga, and to use that extra mana to cast large creatures and burn spells to take my opponents down. This Gruul commander is a 4/4 for 2 generic, a red and a green. It gives every creature that you control that has a mana ability +2/+2. A mana ability is an activated ability that creates mana, or a triggered ability that is triggered by the generation of mana that also generates mana. Loyalty abilities and abilities that target don't count. Raggadragga also untaps any of your creatures with mana abilities that attack, basically giving them a form of vigilance so you don't have to choose between attacking and making mana. Its third ability untaps a creature and gives it +7/+7 until end of turn whenever you pay more than 7 mana to cast a spell. This ability can target one of your opponent's creatures if you want. These are either creatures with mana abilities, spells that give mana abilities to creatures, or spells that turn lands into creatures. There are so many mana-producing creatures in this deck that this category also constitutes this deck's acceleration section. Elena Kessig Trapper, Armored Scrapgorger, Birds of Paradise, this one came in a very lucky pack, Bronze Walrus, Careful Cultivation, Citanul Stalwart, Crackling Emergence, Draconic Disciple, Elvish Aberration, Galanra Collar of Wirewood, Grinning Ignis, Harmonious Emergence, Elysian Caryatid, Jaspera Sentinel, Kamal Fist of Krosa, Kozilek's Channeler, Leafkin Avenger, Life and Limb, Lifespring Druid, Llanowar Elves, Llanowar Loam Speaker, Llanowar Visionary, Loam Dryad, Marwyn the Nurturer, Mishra's Factory. This would belong in the land section, but it's a land that becomes a creature whenever it wants to, and since it becomes a creature with a mana ability, it benefits from Raggadragga's abilities. Nissa's Zendikon, Orochi Mergekeeper, Rada Heir to Keld, Reclusive Taxidermist, Rift Sower, Roaring Earth, Scuttlemutt, Simian Spirit Guide, Wakeroot Elemental, Werebear, and Whisperer of the Wilds. Itali Primal Conqueror / Itali Primal Sickness. This guy will probably win you the game if it's not stopped. Hellkite Punisher, Pardic Dragon, Rapacious Dragon, Skitterbeam Battalion, Sulfim Mayhem Dominus, Volcanic Dragon. Comet Storm, Crater's Claws, Devil's Play, Disintegrate, Fireball, and Volcanic Geyser. The burn spells in this deck could also function as removal spells that can also remove players. These aren't quite as game-winning as that, but they're still pretty handy. Broken Wings, Meteor Golem, Naturalize, Slice in Twain, and Wilt. There's some really fun stuff in here. Beast Whisperer, Colossal Majesty, Crashing Drawbridge, General Marhalt Elsdragon, Last March of the Ents, very lucky pull this one. Lunar Frenzy, Recycle, this card is as cool as the illustration. In exchange for a diminished hand size, you get the ability to keep that hand full by drawing a card whenever you cast a spell or play a land. Rhythm of the Wild, Strength of the Pack, Sylvan Library, this was another lucky pull. Forest and Mountains, of course, Crag Crown Pathway / Timber Crown Pathway, Fungal Reaches, Highland Forest, Harplusson Forest, Racer's Ring, Temple of Abandon, and Wooded Ridgeline. So that's it, pretty simple, pretty straightforward, exactly what you'd expect in a Raggadragga Goreguts boss deck. It might be a little heavy on the mana creatures, I'm not sure. Let me know if you think so. I could probably use more big guys and more burn spells, but That's what I've got. So let me know what you think. I'll see you later.